I'm Hannah Eddy, artist based in Reno, Nevada. I painted that and some other stuff. It's called ASMR. My name is Hannah Eddy. I am an artist based out of Reno, Nevada. Santa Cruz. Is this the same Santa Cruz? All right, now I can show you around. This is it. It's pretty small. So this is my house. I do most of my computer work here at home and then take like larger scale painting stuff to the studio. Somehow I've made it so that my job is what I love to do and I wake up excited to do it, which I feel really lucky to have. Yeah, usually I'll start with stream of consciousness sketches that I have like an arsenal of characters. This is probably like a dude I've drawn before, but it's gonna be on a skateboard this time or whatever. Like I'll just wake up and let the creativity flow, because that's what it's all about. Take the photo. So then once this is all drawn, I can pull the line work into the computer, which is where I normally do all the coloring, and then like add in like Skate Like a Girl's logo or whatever, like do all the things I need to do. Mocking up murals. Here's one that's like I'm working on for a project this summer. Some people are like, how could you not back up your stuff? And I'm like, I don't know. I just drew it and then I could draw another thing. You gotta let things go and let things come as they do. So that's kind of my ethos with the drawings. When you strip it down, like what we've done with the house, like stripping down to what's important and only having the things that you need just lets you be so much more free, which is my ultimate goal with all of this, is to just be free enough to do the things that I love and stay inspired. But also, I keep looking out there. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, so I've been skating since I was like 5. I got my first skateboard from my grandma. And I didn't know anything about it, you know, small town in Maine, just trying to figure it out. Like my friends and I didn't know what an ollie was or like anything. We were just like messing around, and that's kind of been my whole MO with skating my whole life. Is it's just like this fun outlet, and it's always been just like a fun way to spend the day with your friends and push yourself and learn new things. So it's fun to have a thing to skate at your house that's it's like challenging, but it's not scary, you know? I get to try my new Fabiana Santa Cruz deck, 825. Pretty much the reason that I got into art was just like looking at cool skateboard graphics. Like I just remember from day one, like the board I got had this sick eagle on it and I was just so hyped. And I had already been like drawing and sketching a ton. So then I had this like direction where I would draw little outlines of a skate deck and then like draw my own graphics and stuff from like such a young age. So I was really inspired by the culture and all the DIY aspects, and then that kind of just led into the type of art and music I was into.
This here's art from this cool artist that I know. Her name's Hannah Eddy. She did art on a skateboard that I own now. And I'm afraid to scratch it because I don't want to ruin the cool art. But she's probably my favorite artist. One day I hope to meet Hannah Eddy. Be so cool. Maybe even skate with her. How cool would that be?
I heard she's whack.
Yeah, she probably is. Never meet your heroes. That's what they say.
Go to the studio. Reno is a great home base for me. It's like an easy access to all the things I love to do. It's skating and snowboarding and mountain biking, and then the river runs right through it. So I have this access to nature, but I'm also in a city where I can paint murals. I have an art community. I have a studio space. So it's kind of the best of both worlds for me. Yeah, Reno has a stigma because of casinos and Burning Man, but kind of all this mashup of culture and different perspectives is really inspiring as an artist. I can walk around and be like, whoa, that's a weird old sign from a casino, or like there's a ton of Burning Man sculptures around, and just like weird different stuff that I wouldn't normally see in my day-to-day life. And I like the grittiness and weirdness, like keeps it interesting. Skateboarding gave me a direction to take my drawings, but then skating at such a young age, I just was like, oh, whoa, this is an application for your art. I think it was the first time that I realized that these doodles on paper could end up on a product or something, because I hadn't really thought of that before. Like this physical object of a skateboard was such like this cool tactical way to have the art presented. This is my studio, by the way, welcome. A little show and tell. We got my favorite part. My mom kept some sketchbooks from when I was like 10. These are always fun to look through. I wasn't like, I'm gonna be an artist for a job, but I knew it was like so ingrained in me that I was gonna continue to draw and paint for as long as I was alive. So that sort of inspiration and momentum just carried me through it. But I never really thought that it could be like a full-time gig. It was always just like something I love to do, and that's still my mentality. Like, if it wasn't my full-time job, I'd still be doing it. Today in the studio, we're gonna finish these up. These two are based off the Skate Like a Girl collection, working on just some physical paintings from the collection, because that's always fun to do, is have some analog pieces that go along with the digital. And then we're gonna put them in these recycled skate frames that Tim made. And then I'm gonna bring them to Wheels of Fortune. Here is the original drawing for the main illustration of the collection. So this is the one that's gonna be like on the actual skate decks. This is gonna be on the back of the t-shirt too, I think. I'm excited to see how it all comes out, but it's always fun to have like a drawing on paper from the collection. It's always sketch, then finalized line work after the sketch direction gets approved. It'll be a pretty solid idea on paper, and then I'll take it to the iPad because it's gonna end up being digital. So the collection that I did for Skate Like a Girl and NHS is 2 Santa Cruz decks. There's one complete, comes with trucks and wheels already set up. Then there's a deck that comes in various sizes, a couple sheets of mob grip, and some Crux trucks, and I believe there's like a hoodie and a t-shirt. So it's a fun capsule collection. If you don't skate, you can get a hoodie. If you do skate, you can get all the pieces. If you're very new to skating, you can get a complete, and you're ready to go. Skate Like a Girl has always been cool in skateboarding, and I've always looked at what they're doing and really respected it. And now they've expanded to where they're super open to all the marginalized groups, just trying to get people into skateboarding, because you learn so much from skateboarding, as I learned in my own way through art. So many people get so many things out of it. Anytime with my art that I get to use it for a good thing, that's a no-brainer for me. How about this part? The cat in the window. Can you climb up there? No. It's just cool that there's no barrier to entry and anybody can see it and enjoy it or hate it or love it. It's just out there. Kind of the messaging and idea behind it is like, we're all included in nature. So we're kind of playing on that idea of like, we're all in this together. Everyone can find themselves in this illustration. Like there's a bird, you can be like, oh, I'm the kick-flipping bird, or I'm the frog that's filming, or I'm the sun that's hyping everybody up, you know? So like, you can find yourself in these characters. We're all just trying our best out here, you know? It's fun, playful, all this stuff, but you can make a statement. It's all about community and collectiveness, and that's radical. Yeah, I think my biggest advice for an aspiring artist is to just make the things that feel authentic to you and that get you up in the morning. If you're waking up and you're hyped to go draw or paint or make a sculpture of something that feels like you and you're putting your heart and soul into it, that's success. You know, so I think having that mentality really helped me. Is just like, I'm just gonna make the stuff that feels like me and the things I wanna see in the world. And if that turns into my job, amazing. My biggest goal is to help people understand that if you keep doing the things that you love to do, no matter how good you are or how quote unquote successful you are, you're gonna be happy. If 12-year-old Hannah knew that she was gonna do a skateboard graphic for Santa Cruz, she would have lost it. Like, what?